One of these 7-inch reels takes about 4 hours. The 7-inch reels were made to take 8 of these 3-inch films with some room to spare. If someone fully loaded the 7-inch reel, it might have about 10 reels on it. So a fully loaded reel takes about 5 hours for the Wolverine MovieMaker to copy the entire reel. It takes 2 projectors. The one on the left just holds the reels. There is no need for it to even work or be plugged in. It could even be made from Tinker Toys if you have a set. This one on the right will be destroyed when you are done with it. By destroyed, I mean it will never be able to be used to project film again. My rule is never put film into a projector again anyway. Why risk the damage these old projectors might do to the film? The one exception to this rule is if I want to copy the sound from a Super 8 sound reel and use video editing software to import the sound file. If you have 2 projectors and one is a sound projector, I suggest destroying the silent one. Remember, the projector bulb does not need to work, nor do both the rewind or forward wheels need to run. Only one, either the forward wheel or the rewind wheel, needs to spin on this second projector. Almost any projector that is even partially working will do the job. You can get the projectors from thrift shops, garage sales, eBay, Craigslist, or even Amazon. This is what I mean by I destroyed the projector. I filed this notch down and then oiled the spindle so it would spin really easily. If you don't do what I am showing, most projectors pull too hard on the Wolverine. When it pulls too hard, you end up with a jerky result like this. Some projectors, when they pull too hard, can also do worse things like pull the entire Wolverine machine up off the ground. I used the forward spindle on this machine till the belt broke. Then I filed the notch on the rewind spindle, but its belt gave out after copying just 2 7-inch reels. Remember, these projectors are usually 40 or more years old, so don't be surprised if they don't last long. I went and prepared a completely different projector by pulling out this spring clip and then oiled its spindle. This second projector is still running, but if you listen, you can tell its days are numbered. Notice how fast the spindle is spinning. It is only well-oiled friction causing the take-up reel to move. Notice how gently it is pulling on the Wolverine. When you get near the end of the roll, pull out the film from the slot holding it in. Otherwise, the film can get stuck. If the Wolverine senses no motion after 2 minutes, it shuts off. 2 minutes of black film, like if someone forgot to remove the lens cap while filming, will also cause the Wolverine to shut down. You have to babysit the setup because there are at least 8 splices in these 7-inch rolls. And if one of these splices gets hung up on the roller pins, this is what can happen. If some of the perforated holes are damaged, it can get stuck in one spot, and after 2 minutes, the machine will shut down. To solve this problem, all I do is pull it forward till the Wolverine starts the film moving again. I then edit this spot out in editing software. By babysitting the setup, I mean check on it every 5 or 10 minutes. All my projectors are Super 8 projectors. 8mm reels use smaller holes, so I used Scotch tape to stick this 8mm reel to a Super 8 reel. I had to hand rewind the roll really slowly. I would not suggest this method if you have more than 1 or 2 8mm reels to copy. You need to get your paws on an 8mm projector. However, if you notice, it is on the left side, so you could even borrow one from a friend. No need to destroy this machine, nor does it need to work. It only holds the 7-inch 8mm reel. Speaking of rewinding, this is how I do that. This completes part 1 of 2 of this series. 7-inch reels are really 8 separate films spliced together. If you set the Wolverine's frame adjustment up on the first film, when the Wolverine brings the other films through to be copied, the frame above or below may begin to appear in some of the other films. The solution to this is zoom in a lot. Or a second method, and my preferred method, is to zoom out a lot and use editing software to zoom back in. Stay tuned and I will show you what I mean. This is Ron of Super8 to Video signing off on part 1 of 2. I was able to convince a professional film copy service, Legacy Digital, to give anyone watching my videos a 10% discount on transfers done by them. Their copies are better than the Wolverine is capable of, and the cropping is already done for you. Legacy Digital's prices are competitive before the 10% discount and super competitive with that discount. Keep in mind you don't have to be in the state or the country for them to give you a professional copy. Just ship the films to them and they'll ship your films back with an extremely high quality digital copy as well. They have copied and shipped films from as far away as South Korea. To get the 10% off, call them and say you want code 888. And yes, I'm upfront. I get a small compensation from Legacy Digital for the referral. Now I'm going to show you how to get to my website. When you click on this white circle, these come up. Select any of them. They all take you to the same page. Now you are on my website. These two icons here are part 1 and 2 of this series. Right here, click to go to Legacy Digital's home page for more information. Click here to Amazon if you want to get your mittens on one of these Wolverine machines. If you're interested in trying the video editing software program, Video Studio Pro, click here for the latest version and you can try it for 30 days for free. Incidentally, I put this tutorial together using Video Studio Pro. If you want to obtain an earlier version of Video Studio Pro for about half the cost of the newest version, click here. Click here to go to the Zapruder film I mentioned earlier. This video was uploaded on May 1st, 2017. I'll try and keep these links updated as time progresses. I'll be quiet now. This screen will stay up about another 2 minutes to let you make your choice on what you want to do.